again, if we can get the senior parents to start to line up. We have a quick game change. The start time will be 2:15 today.
Valentina, get more straight.
running with scissors. I'm running with scissors.
Where's Ashton? VP didn't make a poster for Ashton. Oh, somebody's taking out my You want me to put the lights back in?
Good afternoon and welcome to the Lexington High School football field, the Dr. Harold Crumb field here in Lexington. Before we start the game today, we are going to acknowledge our seniors. As every year brings family and friends together, it's also a day that we have to say goodbye. As we all know, every season has an end, and we have to bid a fond farewell to a group of senior players and cheerleaders, and this year is no different. For some, this will be their final organized football game ever played, while some may go on and play at the collegiate level. However, today's game will forever remain in their heart, as they will be playing their last final game on the home field here at Lexington that they started playing many years ago, some in the local Pop Warner leagues. And let's not forget about the senior girls who have spent many years of timeless hours practicing to stand out on the sidelines in all type of weather conditions to cheer for their team. So today we'd like to honor these seniors and thank them for their dedication to the Lexington High School football team and their team spirit. As I announce their names, they will line up on the field and they will be met by their parents. So let's give them a roaring farewell, and let's not forget them. Gentlemen, we do ladies first. So we have 5 cheerleaders this year. We're going to start with our first cheerleader. It is going to be Gianna Lair, and she is escorted by her parents, Gemma and Andy. Our second cheerleader is going to be Sophia Garcia. She'll be escorted by her mother, Reina. Our next cheerleader is going to be our first captain, Sarah Kim. She'll be escorted by her grandparents, Myung and Nan. Myung and Nan. Our next cheerleader is going to be Captain Amanda Panashiro. She'll be escorted by her parents, Alex and Gigi. And our final cheerleader, Captain Christina Richards, escorted by her parents, Roberta and Mike. All right, let's move on to our senior players. First up is number 4, Akeem Maxwell, escorted by his mothers, T and Kyrie. Moving on down to our second player, we have number 9, John Matherin, escorted by his father, John. Next up is number 10, Pierce Cartier, escorted by his parents, Lisa and Henry. Next up is number 11, Gabriel Ugary, met by his mother and escorted by his mother, Lauren. Next up, we have number 12, Danny Tadgiri. He's escorted by his parents, Majua and Raju. Next up is number 13, Ashton Young. He's escorted by his parents, Alan and Wanda. Moving on down, we have number 14, Reese Scarborough. He's escorted by his parents, Jody and Will. let's hear it for number 17, our first female football player in Lexington history. Number 17, Shania Holland. She's escorted by her mother, Sherelle. Then we have number 21, Ahmad Hanbury, escorted by his parents, Vernon and Latasha. Up next, we have number 23, Tommy Egan, escorted by his mother, Karen. Now we have number 32, John Rima, escorted by his parents, Mike and Mary Ann. Now we have number 51, Jamal Cruikshank, escorted by his mother, Maxine. Next up is number 52, Mark Gainey. He'll be escorted by his father, Mark. Now we have number 54, Jack Maloney. He's escorted by his parents, April and Sean. Next up, we have number 58, Joseph Sabatini, escorted by his parents, Jean and Joe. And next up is number 66, Nicholas Kime, escorted by his parents, Cerise and Bill. Moving on down to number 76, Noah McNeil, escorted by his parents, Jill and Mike. Are we ready for the 2021 captains? First up, number 8, Justin Yates, escorted by his parents, Ian and Barbara, and his sister, Angela. We also want to thank, by the way, Haverhill for their patience while we do our seniors. Let's give it up for number 15, Alex Esposito. He'll be escorted by his parents, Julie Mean and Alexander. Here we are, number 73, Aiden Lynch, escorted by his parents, Terrence and Maureen. And also, before we break away, let's give a round of applause for head coach Shane Wilson and his coaching staff for a great job in the 2021 season. That's it. Let's hear it for the 2021 senior girls and senior players.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dr. Harold Crumb Memorial Field for the Senior Day football game for the Lexington Minutemen hosting the Haverhill Hillies. The coin toss has already been done, and it looks like Lexington will be receiving the ball.
Lexington will receive to open the game.
Lexington is trying to snap a losing streak today, and it seems like they have a pretty worthy opponent in Haverhill, so this should be a good one.
And here is the opening kickoff. Kick was brought up by number 9, John Matherin. One of the seniors being celebrated here today. As we see Mendez Steven take the field. We'll see what kind of Lexington offense we will see. The type of Lexington offense we've seen all season has been very slow, very methodical, but also explosive when they need to be. Small gain on the run there by number 29. Excuse me, number 19. That was Eduardo Auerbach.
Haverhill, they like to run a 3-4 defense, which means they have a lot of linebackers who can get in at the running back or even at the quarterback. And we know Lexington likes to run the ball, so this should be an interesting matchup. I'm very interested to see how this is going to play out over the course of the game.
Maud Hanbury with the run, finding a lane on the outside, getting taken out of bounds, but is he able to get the first? Yes, he is. He's able to pick up the first down before running out of bounds.
This is why they like Ahmad Hanbury so much, is he's able to generate runs like that whenever they need it. I know the last game we did against Reading, the rest of the game might not have gone Lexington's way, but they had a great opening drive in that game, which was capped off by Ahmad Hanbury running for about a 25-yard touchdown.
Ahmad Hanbury flag down on the play. Encroachment on the defense, going to be walking this ball forward 5 yards. Now a 1st and 5.
Still first down. It'll be 1st and 5.
And here's the snap from Mendez Stevens. Another run from Ahmad Hanbury, sniffed out quickly for a loss of yards there by the Haverhill defense.
Ahmad Hanbury, ball carrier. Tackle by number 51, Jake Moore.
Lining up for Lexington is 2 men on the outside. Ahmad Hanbury still in the backfield. A man in motion. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Lexington offense. Going to be walking these chains back a little bit, right back to where they started. Actually, a loss of yards there. For now, it'll be 2nd and 11. Here comes the snap. Low snap for Lexington. Sniffed up and taken down quickly is Joseph Saw. Bringing up 3rd and 12 now for Lexington.
Yep, and 2 receivers are taking the field for Lexington. That's Russ LeBert and Reese Scarborough. So I think it's pretty clear that they're going to throw the ball here. I think you kind of have to in a 3rd and long situation. And we've seen over the course of the season that their receivers are playmakers. I know last week Pierce Cadier made 2 amazing catches. One got them out of a 2nd and 20 situation, and one got them a touchdown.
Exactly. I think they have to trust in their receivers and trust in the arm of Mendez-Stevens in these kind of 3rd and long situations. We'll see what they end up doing. Here comes the snap. One man in motion. Looking downfield is Mendez-Stevens. Pressure on him immediately, and he is taken down with the sack in the backfield. Mendez-Stevens had to evacuate the pocket immediately there. There was a lot of pressure. Collapsed very quickly. Unfortunately, this will lead to the Lexington punting team likely taking the field. Didn't see anybody down below, downfield, Mendez-Stevens, unfortunately.
J1 for Hero, back deep for Haverhill.
Good punt. Very neutral bounce there for Lexington. It'll be about the Haverhill 48-yard line.
Haverhill, the ball will be at their own 47-yard line.
And now we'll see the Haverhill offense take the field.
Nolan Scarface, number 11, is the quarterback for Haverhill.
Number 11, the quarterback for Haverhill, tried to keep the ball. Nolan Scaffris.
52, Mark Ganey.
That was a very interesting formation. They didn't have any receivers out on either side. It almost looked like they were going to knee the ball. So I guess they must have a very run-heavy offense.
Yeah, you're probably right to assume that with the way that lineup. And it looks like they're going to be doing it again. No men lined up on the outside, one man in the backfield. This almost looks like a victory formation almost. Seemingly, Haverhill really just trying to force the ball up the gut of Lexington, it seems like.
Yeah, that was the 2nd play in a row where we saw the quarterback fake a toss to somebody. So it's pretty clear that they like running. They must have a lot of good players who are good at running. Like, they probably have multiple running backs. Their quarterback is probably good at it, and they probably have some tough offensive linemen who can create holes for their running backs.
Lexington just so far been able to fill those gaps.
Yeah, I think whenever you're Lexington and you see that formation, you have a green light to blitz them.
Absolutely.
Either they're going to run it or they're going to try some short pass play, which doesn't really work if you can get pressure on the quarterback.
Now we see something different coming out of Haverhill here. One man in motion, three on the outside. Tipped pass up in the air. Still up in the air. Hits the ground, unfortunately. Almost picked off by number 9, John Mather. And Pierce Cartier making a huge play on defense with a big swat on that pass.
Yeah, he was lined up on the outside, and nobody saw him. They must have thought that he was going to go cover somebody, but he got right in there, and the quarterback didn't see it until the last minute, and it forced him to make a throw, which almost was intercepted.
Luckily for them, it was not, so now the kicking team will join for Haverhill here. And the punt. Kick is out of bounds.
And the ball is kicked out of bounds, and Lexington will take over their 2nd series. It'll be 1st and 10, and the ball will be at their own 26-yard line.
Lexington will pick up the ball at their own 26-yard line with a fresh set of downs. Very similar location to where they started their first drive, so let's see if they can make something out of this one. Here comes the Lexington offense, taking the field again. Mendez-Stevens joined in the backfield by Ahmad Hanbury. 2 men lined up on either side. Ahmad Hanbury trying with the run again, but Haverhill's defense able to close these gaps very quickly, only for a gain of 2 yards there. I do like Lexington always showing this run for now, trying to draw Haverhill in, trying to make sure they have everyone trying to rush the box as much as possible, and then maybe even try for a passing play downfield. Mendez-Stevens under pressure, looking deep, gets a block, and an excellent catch there by number 19, Eduardo Auerbach. Oh, excuse me, I cannot see through this screen in front of me. That was Jack Mazerall.
And Nelson showed on that play why he's the QB1. He was under a lot of pressure, but he's just too fast for those defensive linemen. When you have a guy like Nelson, you have all the time in the world for those receivers to get open, and they did just that on that play.
Even when the pocket needs to collapse, he's able to keep in motion and keep looking downfield to where he's finding these opportunities. Man in motion. Nelson-Steven with the keep. Has a block in front of him and is able to pick up the first down. Excellent run there from the quarterback, Mendez-Stevens. Good keep there.
Yeah,
had good blocking in front of him.
Yeah, I love that play design from Lexington. The design on that play was Mendez-Stevens. He had the choice to keep it himself or pitch it to Hanbury, and he fakes the pitch to Hanbury, and there was only one defender in the area, and he was completely fooled by that fake, and it led to a wide open space for Mendez-Stevens.
And that goes to show how threatening Mendez-Stevens is. The dual threat offense that he is able to run with Lexington is just hard to stop sometimes. Here comes the snap. Ahmad Hanbury with the run. Wrapped up quickly by Haverhill. Only for a gain of about 3 yards there.
Ahmad Hanbury carrying the ball for Lexington. The ball carrier. Number 43, Brian Dumont in on the stop. 3-yard gain for Hanbury. That'll be 2nd down and 7.
Lexington taking their time in the huddle, as they always do. Very thoroughly taking their time with their offense is something we've noticed a lot about Lexington throughout this year. Looking downfield is Nelson-Steven making a deep throw. Unfortunately, not able to connect with Reese Scarborough down the field.
Well, it might not have worked out for them, but I still love that decision there. You got to take a few shots over the course of the game, and that was a good one.
Yep, keep Haverhill on their toes.
Yeah,
Keep looking downfield after showing them a couple of runs, draw them inside, and then if you see an opportunity like that, I like Mendez-Stevens showing the confidence to be like, yeah, I'm going to take this shot downfield. But right now, bringing up a 3rd and 7 situation, looking down the field again. Going to have to keep the ball, takes it and runs with it. Is this enough to get the first down? Gets pulled out of bounds. It'll be depending on where they place the ball.
I think they might need to bring the chain game. They might need to bring the chains out.
Ooh, they're going to call it 4th down. It's a very just shy of the first down.
Less than a yard for Lexington.
Well, 4th and inches now for Lexington. We'll see if they decide to try and stay on the field. It probably wouldn't be a bad decision. Good enough field position where their defense could likely stop Haverhill from their own 30.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty easy decision here, and their offense isn't going anywhere. This is a very short distance that they need to go, and their offense is rolling right now.
Absolutely. They haven't been able to hold any of these running backs to 2 yards yet, so it'll be an interesting choice to see if Lexington tries to go for a quick pass over the top or a running play. It looks like it's going to be a running play with Mendez-Stevens keeping it, and it looks like it'll be just enough to get the first down and some change. Excellent design on that play. I think everybody on the defense there thought they were going to be going to Ahmad Hanbury, but Melson Stephen with a good hand fake and able to create a huge amount of space in the middle of the field.
Number 2, Adrian Surrett was in on that stop for Haverhill.
And a fresh set of downs now for Lexington. 2 minutes, 21 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of this senior day game. And here's the snap. And as Stevens trying to go for another run by himself, gets wrapped up immediately. Going to be a loss of about a yard, maybe a yard and a half here.
Boyd by number 32, Jake Fisher. No gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10.
Let's see what Lexington's going to try and pull together this time. Ahmad Hanbury lined up in the backfield. 3 on the left, 3 on the right, 1 on the left for Lexington now. Nelson Stevens looking downfield, able to connect with Pierce Cartier. Is this enough for the first down? Might be just short, and looks like they will mark it just short. It'll bring up 3rd and maybe a yard.
It'll be 3rd down and 1.
And again, this is another situation where it's telling Haverhill, you got to stop us now, because they're clearly going to go for it on 4th down. Timeout being called. Lexington calling the timeout. Coach may not have liked what he saw on defense there and wanted to drop a new play. Looks like he is going to be making a couple of substitutions from the sideline. So maybe he saw something from the defense that he didn't like and wanted to try something different.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me here if he wants to bring in some of his bigger guys for such a short yardage situation where they can just run the ball and get some of their big blockers in there to push them, to help them push forward and gain that extra yard.
Just get across the line, exactly. Looks like number 15, Alex Esposito, and number 8, Justin Yates have checked into the game. Both captains, both seniors.
And they're both bigger guys, too.
Yeah, I believe these are going to be the blocking bodies we were just referring to. Both of them being seniors, they've had this kind of experience playing for 4 years. Know what you need to get that 1 yard. Know what kind of blocking, what kind of push you need to get across that line. Here we go. They're lining up now. Looks like it's going to be a tight formation for Lexington. Only one man lining up on the outside, and that is Pierce Cartier. And it looks like it is a pitch over to... Oh no, the fumble! Ball came out, but it looks like it's going to be recovered by Lexington.
The ball came out.
Ahmad Hanbury had a great run there, had a great head fake, but lost the ball on contact. Lexington able to recover it. That was a scary situation for Lexington. Head faked the defender so hard that he lost the ball.
And it does give Lexington a first down. It'll be 1st and 10.
But
Lexington.
it is enough for the first down, so Lexington getting a fresh set of downs after that scary situation. Going to move right past that. We have about 10 seconds left here in the first half, so it looks like Lexington is going to just let the clock wind and switch sides here. Oh, no, looks like it'll be a timeout by Haverhill, actually, with 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Haverhill coach needs to say something to his defense, trying to tell him that the goal line, we can bend, don't break here. Be playing against the goal line. If we can keep him to 3, that's ideal. We shall see if they can stop Lexington offense. This drive has been looking very good for Lexington, being able to continuously, even though they've gone three downs almost every set, they've been able to consistently get up the field inch by inch.
Stevens was the ball carrier.
Mendez-Stevens keeping the carry there for a gain of just under a yard.
This is not a good sign for Lexington as Pierce Caddier is limping off the field.
Ooh, yeah, I did not see that until just now.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He's arguably their best receiver. He's also their tallest. We've seen him make more than a few plays this season, so you got to hope that he's okay because his team needs him.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he is in some kind of pain right now. Mendez-Stevens lining up again. Calling something out to his offense. Sees something that the defense, he sees that the defense is probably going to be rushing here. And they are. Here they come. Pressure on Mendez-Stevens, able to get the ball away. But the flag will come down for intentional grounding. And the call is intentional grounding against Lexington. They'll be walking these chains back again. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here, and we will be switching sides for senior day game here at Dr. Harold Crumb Memorial Field. We'll be right back. Folks, welcome back to Dr. Harold Crumb Memorial Field. We are getting ready to get started with our second quarter here. Scoreless first quarter. A very defensive first quarter.
Yeah,
Lexington showing that they're ready to score on this drive, though.
Yeah, I think the 0-0 score should not fool anybody. Lexington has dominated almost every aspect of this game. They've controlled the time of possession. They have more first downs, more passing yards, more rushing yards. All of the important categories Lexington is leading in. The only time the Haverhill offense has touched the field was for 3 plays where they went 3 and out and punted it right back to Lexington.
And unfortunately, we've seen Pierce Caddier still sitting on the bench for Lexington, icing is what appears to be his ankle at the moment. Hopefully he is not out for the game, being one of Lexington's strongest receivers. Mendez-Stevens Waiting for the snap. And looking downfield. Quick pass over the top to Ahmad Hanbury with some space. Being able to find more. Ahmad Hanbury might just go all the way, and he has blocking, and that's a touchdown for Ahmad Hanbury. What an amazing run. That was just an impressive showcase of running capability there from Ahmad Hanbury.
Yeah, when you saw Nelson throw that little pass to Hanbury, I didn't think he was going to get the first down, much less the touchdown. But you can never underestimate a guy who is so shifty and elusive as Hanbury is.
Able to draw two defenders with that one head fake. That was an impressive showing. Lexington taking a timeout before the extra kick. Maybe considering going for two here. Really trying to seal this game away early.
Yeah, they've had some opponents who have gone for two against them every time, and more often than not, it's worked. I mean, it's only 2 yards. So they probably have a lot of plays that have worked on the goal line, so why not run it here and get an extra point?
And especially when the Haverhill defense has not been able to stop your running game for more than 2 yards, primarily throughout this entire game. I think that might be what the coach is trying to talk to his team about, although it doesn't. No, it looks like Mendez. Is that Mendez? No, Mendez Stevens is not going to be out on the field. Looks like they are going to just be going for the point after, not for the 2 point. Not sure if the timeout was... I guess they may have reconsidered what they were doing after the timeout. But the point after is good.
Our next kick is good.
That'll bring up the score to be number 7 for the Lexington Minutemen and 0 for Haverhill. First score of the game here.
This is exactly the start Lexington was hoping to get off to. They've kept the Haverhill offense off the field, and their offense has dominated the game. So they should just keep this going, and they'll be in great shape.
I was looking around to see if that was the Lexington High band, but I don't believe it was. I believe that was just some music that the booth may have been pumping in. But getting back to the game, we have Lexington ready to kick it off. Number 19, Eduardo Auerbach with the kick. Good kick. Number 6 for Haverhill, making a good run with it. Jaquan Pagero. Excellent run out of him there. Bringing his team up right to the Lexington 49. An incredible run, because that started all the way back at the 15-yard line.
They'll start first and 10, and the ball was at the Lexington 49-yard line.
And the Haverhill offense will take the field. Quick running play again from Haverhill. Taken down after a gain of 2 yards. Number 1 from Haverhill, Tristan Naylor, the running. Second and 6 coming up here for Haverhill's offense. Haverhill lining up with this, again, this running back style of line, and it's slowly inching them up the field. Another 4-yard gain there. Once again, Tristan Naylor gaining another quick 4 yards. His O-line in front of him able to give him some gaps, make some good blocks. Bringing up 3rd and 2 here for Haverhill. Same formation here for Haverhill. And that is going to be enough for the first down. Number 25 there for Haverhill. Victor Martinez keeping the ball there for Haverhill.
And so it looks like this formation for Haverhill is starting to find its life. I mean, Lexington, they've shown that they know how to stop it, so whatever they were doing on that first drive, they should probably go back to that.
Yeah, there's a lot of motion happening inside this inside the pocket here, which is making it hard to see who's actually ending up with the ball at the end of the play, which is where Haverhill's getting most of their distance. Ooh, big hit coming out. Number 21, Ahmad Hanbury on defense there. Bringing up 2nd and 2. For Haverhill. Haverhill, again, finding their feet on offense here, it appears like. Again, going back to this running back style of formation. QB with a keep. Just trying to hold on to the ball and push him across the line. We saw two of his teammates behind him, pushing him forward. Very smash mouth kind of offense that Haverhill's been playing.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever really seen anything like this. I mean, so early in the game, I don't think I've ever seen an offense who loves to run the ball as much as this, and they have such a strong running formation. I mean, you'd think it would be obvious on every play that they're going to do some sort of run, but on this drive at least, it's been working out pretty well for them.
And they have a lot of hidden options tied in with that run as well. There's always someone flanking around the outside or someone making a quick cut. And it looks like Lexington is just not able to stop them. Going to bring up another 2nd and 2 situation here for Haverhill with 8 minutes 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. Haverhill consistently trying to chug their way up this field. Again, able to get across the line is Alec Valenti. I believe that'll be just enough for the first down. Yep, they're signaling to move the chains.
First down, Haverhill.
They're running a very fast-paced offense, and I can't blame them because they have the defense caught in a tough situation where they don't really know how to stop it.
Oh, but a missed snap is going to lead to a huge loss of yards by the offense, and that's kind of the risk you run playing this kind of direct snap game. If somebody misses that cut, it's going to cost you a fumble, and luckily they were able to recover that, but at the same time, that's a huge loss of yards.
Yeah, this could be the spark that this Lexington defense needs. Because for pretty much every play on this drive, Haverhill was getting a nice gain, but they just lost, I mean, they lost 15 yards on that play. So that could really be just what they need.
Exactly. This is a huge step in the right direction here for Lexington. Let's hope they can capitalize off this. A timeout called by Lexington. And that will be, I believe, Lexington's final timeout before the half.
That's Lexington's final timeout of the half.
So Lexington with 2 big injuries right now, unfortunately. Akeem Maxwell on the sideline, icing his knee right now, as well as Pierce Cattier getting his ankle tied up at the moment by one of the personal trainers of the team.
What's the stop sign? Hey, call it again. Go over there and make sure. Yeah. Just go and run it. Hey, just go right to the ball. Go right to the ball. What'd you tell him?
All right, Haverhill's offense retaking the field. Lined up in a different formation this time. Going to be looking downfield for a pass. Pressure on the quarterback, gotten taken down by number 52 for Lexington. That's going to be Mark Gainey on the tackle.
Okay, now the defense, they have this Haverhill offense right where they want them. They have them in about a 3rd and 20 situation, so they can't really go back to that run formation that they like doing. And that play right there, that was the second time we've seen the Haverhill offense lined up in a spread formation, and that's the second time where it didn't work.
It seems like whenever they try to line up with the line formation, their pocket ends up collapsing quickly. Let's see what happens this time. 2 men lined up on the outside. 1 man in motion here. Here's the snap, and immediately wrapped up and taken down. Huge play coming out of here by Joseph Suh, number 26 for the Lexington Minutemen. Absolutely massive sack behind the line. 4th and very long for Haverhill. It's going to be 4th and about 25 yards. And that'll bring up 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first half. Lexington effectively able to keep Haverhill off the board entirely here. Is this the Haverhill offense going for this, or are they kicking this away? Now they're going for it. They're looking downfield. Immediate pressure by Lexington, taken down. Huge sack by Mark Gainey. Big day for him, the senior.
That's the second time in this drive that we've seen him make a big play, and that one was probably the biggest. It gave his team the ball back. It's given the entire team plenty of momentum. And this is just what they needed.
Absolutely. What a huge swing there. Mark Gainey able to make some huge defensive plays. That's 2 sacks in 1 drive. That's not many people can say they do something as consistently like that, but Mark Gainey been consistently putting pressure on this defense and putting pressure on this offense, excuse me. Nelson Stephen lining up. Here's the snap. Ahmad Hanbury with the carry. Making a cut, hurdling over one of his own teammates. For a gain of about 5 yards.
It's not a surprise at all that they're going to go back to Hanbury after that run for the touchdown he just had.
Until the Haverhill defense shows that they can stop him, I don't know why you would stop giving the ball to Ahmad Hanbury. Force them all into drawing the defenders inside and then punish them by throwing over the top. Nelson Stephen having to get rid of the ball early there. Pressure collapsing as the pocket did. Bringing up 3rd and 5 here for the Minutemen.
3rd and 5 for Lexington. The ball is at the 46-yard line.
Nelson Stephen rejoining the huddle after a quick conversation with Coach. And they're going to be quickly putting that plan into action. Ahmad Hanbury lined up in the backfield with him. Ahmad Hanbury taking the ball again, getting stopped and wrapped up quickly. That'll bring up 4th and 5. That is going to be a quick 3 and out here for the Lexington offense. Not what you wanted to see after a big defensive stop like that. But it's a situation that they find themselves in. Going to need another big stop from the defense to come out here. Is that a shifted offense there?
Nicholas Kyman's the long snapper on these punts.
Favorable bounce there for Lexington.
And it's down inside.
Down inside the 15-yard line. Very favorable bounce there for Lexington. We'll take it.
At their own
Haverhill will be pinned down at their own 14-yard line. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here at the half. And Haverhill will be getting the ball at halftime. So Lexington really needing this kind of a big stop on defense.
And I think in part that's why they punted it instead of going for it. They didn't want to risk giving Haverhill the ball back with such good field position because so far from what we've seen, this Haverhill offense, they love to run the ball. They're not very successful when they have to pass. And there's really not a lot of time left. There's only about 3.5 minutes. And they have a long way to go before they can reach the end zone.
It'll take a long time to inch their way up the field like this. And I don't know if Lexington's defense, the way they're playing today, is going to give them that kind of time. Wrapped up in the backfield again quickly is the run there from Haverhill. Big play there from number 77, Christian Arlington. Or Arlington, excuse me.
3-yard loss on the play. Second down and 13.
Loss of 3 yards on the play. Haverhill offense lining up again. Lining up in a more spread formation this time, but able to get a little bit of momentum going as their running back, number 1, before he gets into a collision with his own teammate, Tristan Naylor. Again, being able to make a good deal out of that run, about 4 or 5 yards there. Bringing up 3rd and I believe 6 for the Haverhill offense. Lexington could potentially get the ball back here and some pretty good field goal with it. Maybe enough time to do something with it, depending on how well they are stopping this defense. Haverhill lining up and they're running out of lineup again.
Timeout Haverhill.
Timeout being called by Haverhill. 2 minutes, 34 seconds remaining here in the first half. Lexington leading 7-0 currently.
I'm interested as to why Haverhill called that timeout right there. Because they were going back to their old formation with no receivers and a lot of blockers. Maybe they thought it wasn't going to work because aside from, on the last drive, it really did work. Aside from that one bad play where there was a bad toss, it worked pretty well for them. And they probably could have gotten some points if it weren't for that one play, but maybe they want to go away from that.
We will see when they retake the field if they line up in a different position, but it doesn't look like they're going to. It looks like they're lining up similarly to how they were before. Only 2 men lining up outside, everyone else lining up inside the box. We will see what they do here. 1 man in motion, looking downfield is their quarterback. Flag down on the play in the backfield. I believe it's going to be a hold on the offense,
which Lexington should decline.
Absolutely, they should.
Yeah.
Yep, that penalty is declined. It'll be 4th down.
That penalty's declined. Brandon Grulon was in on the stop for Lexington on that play. 4th down, Haverhill.
Yeah, that's 4th down for Haverhill. And Lexington's still going to have about 2 minutes on this clock to try and make something out of this field position that they get off this punt. Although, we have seen it in the past. Who knows? Maybe they block this punt and go into the end zone immediately.
Yeah, we saw you predict that before it happened.
I'm just going to put it. I'm putting it out there in the world and seeing if this dart hits.
I believe in you.
I should have bought a lottery ticket the day that happened. here we go. Minute 40 remaining. Here is the snap. High snap for the kicker. It was almost blocked. I didn't want to say anything, but that kick was inches away from being blocked by number 11 for Lexington. Gabriel Allgaier about to make me go buy a lottery ticket.
I couldn't imagine how crazy you would have gone if that happened.
I absolutely would have had to leave the studio, leave the booth, and go buy a lottery ticket immediately. But with a minute 30 remaining here, right about half field, Lexington can make something happen here. If not get 3 points on the board, maybe even 7. We will see what they can do. All right, the Lexington offense is going to be lining up. Here comes the snap. And Stevens looking downfield. And no one in the area, unfortunately. It looks like there was a bit of a miscommunication on the route there between Mendez Stevens and Jack Mazeral. I believe Stevens thought Mazeral was going to keep cutting out, keep running towards the end zone there, but Mazeral trying to cut in towards the field. Bringing up 2nd and 10 here for the Lexington Minutemen. 1 minute 25 seconds remaining here in the half. Maud Hanbury lined up again in the backfield next to Mendez Stevens. 2 men on either side. Looking downfield again. Pass is complete to number 2, Russell Liebert. Gonna need to hurry up the offense here. The clock is running. Mendez Stevens lined up, taking the snap. 3rd and 2, looking downfield immediately. Unfortunate incomplete pass there to number 2 again, Russell Liebert. 4th and 2 yards. We will see if they decide to go for it.
I think they should.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like they will. Nelson Steven taking the field, talking to the offense. Only needs to get 2 yards here. 1 minute and 1 second remaining left on this clock. And here's the snap. Ahmad Hanbury getting space for the run and able to get himself out of bounds as well. Perfect run. Gaining the first down and keeping 53 seconds left on this clock. All right, so that's a first down here for Lexington. Able to inch their way up this field, maybe even get into field goal position, depending on how much time they have left on this clock. Clock is running. I guess he was not able to get out of bounds. Excuse me. Looking downfield again is Mendez Stevens. Over to 14, unfortunately unable to find the ball behind him was Reese Scarborough.
Reese Scarborough, the intended receiver, 2nd down.
Reese Scarborough, I think it was just a step behind that pass, unfortunately. 30 seconds remaining here in the first half.
So Lexington has no timeouts, so I think they should throw the ball here, but if they're going to do that, they got to target the sidelines.
Yeah,
because
to target the sidelines out or the back of the end zone, maybe. Looking deep downfield is Mendez Stevens.
Mendez Stevens pass incomplete.
Pass is incomplete to number 14, Reese Scarborough. Bringing up 3rd and 10 here. Offense lining up. Snap Immediate pressure on Mendez-Stevens. Able to get the pass away to Ahmad Hanbury. Needs to do some hurry-up offense. Clock is ticking. 15 seconds remaining. Line up 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Able to get the snap off as Mendez-Stevens looking downfield to number 2. Wide open. Perfectly placed pass to Russell LeBert. Excellent low time, high pressure situation there. Making diamonds for this Lexington Minutemen team.
How about that?
Wow, that was an impressive level of calm and steadiness coming out of the quarterback number Mendez-Stevens there. That was an impressive showing. Not letting himself get razzled by the little amount of time left on the clock. The extra point is going to be good, and that'll bring the Lexington Minutemen into a 14-0 lead here at Dr. Harold Crumb Memorial Field at the half. We will be right back after halftime.
We're back for the start of the second half at Dr. Harold Crumb Memorial Field between the Lexington Minutemen and the Haverhill Hillies. Lexington currently leads the game 14-0.
Lexington has shown a pretty impressive offense for the start of this game thus far. We're really seeing something that has, especially on that last drive, but before the end of the half, that was a really impressive showing by the Lexington offense as they start to take the field here. Able to get a touchdown with 0 seconds left on the clock, being able to find the open man and just capitalize on any opportunity they can in a very short time drive. I believe that was the full drive. It was only 1 minute and 45 seconds and able to get up 50 yards for a touchdown. Just an impressive showing from Lexington for sure.
Yeah, and especially on the defensive side of things too. They've been great there. I mean, that 0 on the scoreboard under the guest side should be all you need to know.
Exactly. They have been both offensive powerhouse and defensive shutdown in this game. It has been rather impressive to see it. Lexington really showing that they're ready to put in all this effort for their last game of the season. And for senior day, no less. Really trying to send out these seniors with a game that's worth remembering.
Welcome back to the second half of football here at the Dr. Harold Crumb.
And to start this second half, Haverhill will be receiving the ball. So we will see if they're able to capitalize and make something happen with their offense. Try to make this a one-score game. Eduardo Auerbach lining up to kick the punt here for Lexington. And here is the kick. Oh, dropped the kick, but picked up quickly is the Haverhill defense. A lot of bodies flying around. Jaquan Pagario able to make it out to about the 31-yard line there. So that's where Haverhill's offense will take the field.
The ball will be placed at their own 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Haverhill.
And as we see the Lexington defense retake this field, we're going to see what kind of Haverhill offense is going to be taking the field. We've seen a lot of running style offenses and a lot of non-spread formations. And here's another run coming out of Haverhill. Finding some gaps is number 1 being dragged out of bounds by Reese Scarborough. And there's going to be a flag afterwards for calling number 52 for a personal foul, a late hit out of bounds.
I mean, yeah, it looks like there was a little bit of contact after he went out of bounds. I definitely don't think he meant to hit him. It looked like he was actually trying to stop himself, but he was just a little too late.
A little bit too much contact, I think. I may have been incidental, but there was definitely contact, and the refs are going to call that in this kind of league, especially when it comes to safety calls like that. They don't mess around with things of that nature, but that is a huge boon for the Haverhill offense. Going to be brought up to about the 36-yard line for Lexington. Yeah, the 36 Lexington yard line with a fresh set of downs. Line up in a spread formation. This hasn't worked out well for them in the past, but able to make a quick pass over the top is their quarterback, number 2, Adrian Surratt, making the pass complete to, looks like number 1 again, Tristan Naylor, able to find a hole outside. Bringing up 2nd and 4 here for Haverhill. Haverhill talking things over in the huddle. Adrian Surratt looking deep. Another spread formation here for Haverhill. 1 man in motion. The snap. Looking deep. Slinging it up wide open. Oh, unfortunate that Haverhill was not able to bring that ball down. Sean Jobert almost had that. That would have been a free touchdown there. He was wide open. Nobody from Lexington even near him. Just unfortunately unable to bring that ball down. Fortunately for Lexington, I should say. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4. Here comes the snap from Haverhill. Picked off by Lexington. It was originally tipped, but that is maybe even going to go all the way, depending on if he has the proper blocking, and he does. That is a pick 6 for Lexington, number 21, Ahmad Hanbury. You've heard his name before on offense, but now you're hearing him score a touchdown on defense. That ball was originally tipped by number 50, Brandon Grulin, but able to capitalize on it was Ahmad Hanbury, and just making that huge run down the field for a pick 6.
Brandon Grulon, we've seen him make a few plays this year, getting pressure on the quarterback and tipping passes and even getting sacks. And that play, he knew where the quarterback was going, and he... I guess there was a flag on that play, but it's on Haverhill.
There was a flag on Haverhill, apparently, but so that was a full return for a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, when a ball gets tipped, it's anybody's ball, but usually the defense is going to come up with it. And for Lexington, it happened to be their running back who caught it. And when you give a running back that much room, you can forget about catching him.
Exactly. That much room and 2 blockers running next to him, yeah, that's a done deal. Huge impressive run there by Ahmad Hanbury again. Ooh, but the point after was blocked by Haverhill, showing that they're not going to go down without a fight. So now that'll bring up the score of 20-0 for Lexington. An excellent defensive showing coming out of Lexington right now. That huge pick 6 on the first drive for Haverhill. Devastating for them. And we were just here what feels like only a couple of minutes ago, and we are back with Lexington kicking it off to Haverhill. Eduardo Auerbach lining up again for the kick. And here is the kick. A short kick with a backspin on it from Eduardo Auerbach, but taken down quickly.
Jose Shavir is the return ball carrier.
John Matherin with a quick wrap on that as soon as he touched the ball.
First and 10, Haverhill.
New set of downs here for Haverhill at their own 21-yard line. We will see if they try to switch back to that running formation that was doing them well at the beginning of this game, or if they're going to continue to try and run this kind of spread formation. But their spread formation hasn't been working out for them too well. Quick snap here from Haverhill. Going for the run, sweeping run. Was Tristan Naylor able to gain about 5 yards off that.
Tristan Naylor, the ball carrier. Tackle by number 21, Ahmad Hanbury.
Second down being brought up here. One man in motion. Another sweeping run for Tristan Naylor. Tristan Naylor. Enough for the first down.
Tristan Naylor has really been almost the only guy that Haverhill has been going to on offense. And the Lexington defense this whole game, they've been figuring out what's been working for the Haverhill offense, and they're putting a stop to it. So I think if they can, I mean, they're already in a great position. So if they can figure out how to stop Tristan Naylor, then they'll be in an even better position.
Absolutely. I think that once they figure out this sweeping run kind of play that Haverhill seems to be favoring right at the moment, once they're able to wrap this up, it'll be a tough game for Haverhill. Almost tipped away. Very good play from there, from Lexington.
The 50-50 raffle, and the amount today is $90. It'll be at the concession stand. It's on a yellow ticket. The number is 679-104. 679-104. Please head down to the concession stand and pick up your winnings. Thank you.
Haverhill lining up again. We haven't seen them line up in that spread formation that we saw them favor so much at the beginning of the game since. But it appears to be working out for him. Able to find the gap there is the quarterback keeping there. Third and 5 here for Haverhill. Man in motion. Again, Tristan Naylor making a run, able to make his way out of bounds and pick up a first down. Another first down here for Haverhill. See what they're able to do with it as they line up now. Back into this running back kind of formation. Only one man on the outside. And one man in motion, looking deep. Nice motion on that play. I like what Haverhill was doing there. They threatened with Tristan Naylor again, but quickly threw it over the top for a quick first down.
Jack Amancic is the recipient of that pass. He picks up a 1st and 10 for Haverhill. The ball is placed at the Lexington 25.
New set of downs here for Haverhill. Lining up in their spread formation again. One man in motion. Here comes the hike. Quarterback looking deep. Finds Tristan Naylor with some space. Able to find a gap and find his way into the end zone. Tristan Naylor able to come in and brings the Haverhill team a score. Hopefully the momentum they needed to keep in this game, but Lexington not able to find the coverage there. Tristan Naylor able to find a huge gap in the middle of the field. And the kick after is good, so that'll bring up the score to be 20 for the Lexington Minutemen and 7 for the Haverhill Hillies. Well, this will be the first time we get to see Lexington's offense here in this second half.
Their offense had one of their best offensive halves all season, really. They put up 14 points, and they had a great run game. They had a great pass game. I mean, the last play they ran was a 30-yard touchdown on the last play of the half. So they have a ton of momentum right now. And if they can get another score right here, they'll put themselves back into the position they were just in, where it'll make it very difficult for Haverhill to come back.
Jose Chavir here for the kick for Haverhill. Good kick, gonna bounce it back into the end zone. Did they try to pick that up and run with it? Okay, it was a touchback. I thought they almost ran that right back out of the end zone. That would have been a huge mistake there out of Lexington. All right, here we go. Seven minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Maud Hanbury with a run. And it is immediately fumbled out of his hands. Oh, what an unfortunate swing of events here for Lexington. That is not good.
Yeah, that's really not good. I mean, they're have to put a lot of trust in their defense right here to get a stop. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but it would be really helpful down the stretch to not make this a one-score game.
Exactly. This is going to be getting the ball on their own 25-yard line, or giving the ball away on their own 25-yard line. This is a huge swing for Haverhill. Let's hope that the Lexington defense can bend and not break here. And we're getting the Haverhill offense immediately as they come off the court. Quarterback with the keep, immediately taken down to the backfield, thankfully. Ahmad Hanbury making the tackle there.
No gain on the play, second down and 10.
Thankfully, no gain on the play there. Haverhill lining up again. And again, Tristan Naylor able to find another gap. He's been such a deadly east-west runner for Haverhill. Now it's first and goal for Haverhill. Nielsen Taylor Tristan Naylor able to just find these huge gaps along the outside line of the out-of-bounds zone. Here's that running formation again. Quarterback going to keep the ball. It was fumbled. Who got it? Lexington will recover the fumble on their own, essentially on their own goal line. There you go. That's a touchback for Lexington. They recover the football inside their own end zone, so their offense will be retaking the field at their own 25, like nothing happened at all. What previous fumble?
Well, we said their defense needed to step up, and they did just that.
Certainly, that was a huge recovery there for the Lexington defense. And essentially putting putting that fumble just out of the books. Putting them right back to where they were on their own 25-yard line.
I mean, yeah, a score there from Haverhill would have changed this game so drastically, but this Lexington defense, we know that they aren't going to let a thing like that happen. Really? All Lexington's fumble did, really, it just ended up taking a few minutes off the clock before Lexington just got the ball back again.
Here comes a run out of number 26, Joseph Suh. There's a flag down in the backfield.
Joseph Suh, the ball carrier. We have a flag on the play.
Looks like it may be holding on Lexington.
Holding Lexington.
Yep, holding on Lexington. They're going to be walking back about 10 yards.
10-yard penalty, repeat first down. It'll be
Bringing up first and 20. Lexington defense lining up, or Lexington offense lining up again. Nelson Steven looking downfield. Having to leave the pocket and getting hit in the backfield for no gain.
Mendez, Steven on the ball, carries the ball carry. He's tripped up out of bounds. No gain on the play, second down and 20.
Nelson Steven rejoining the team in the huddle. Going to be second down and 20 here. See if they start looking downfield a bit. Looking downfield is Mendez Stevens. Pocket starts to collapse. Still looking. Taken down in the end zone. That's a safety.
Stevens is sacked in the end zone. That'll be a safety.
That is a huge swing of momentum here for Haverhill. That it's going to be 2 points, and they'll be getting the ball back. Nelson Steven has to know better to try to get rid of that ball beforehand. Running around in the end zone is a very dangerous place to be as a quarterback.
Yeah, I think when you realize you have nobody, I mean, well, first off, you got to realize that when you have nobody, and then once you've realized that, just throw the ball away.
Yeah.
If nobody's there, there's no point in trying to run around and then he ended up taking a safety like that.
So this will be a kickoff to Haverhill. They'll be getting a fresh set of downs here. Four minutes, 47 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Lexington will kick off from their own 20.
Lexington really going to need a big stop here in order to prevent this from becoming a one-score game. And now it's not even just a one-score game. Is a tie. It'll be a one-score game. Could potentially be the loss of the game. But for now, they got to get through the Lexington defense first. Here's the kick. Going to be taking it out. Making it past 2 rounds of defenders. Finally taken down about a little past the 40-yard line of the Lexington is Haverhill. Very good field positioning for them.
Mario Capone on the tackle.
There are 4 minutes and 39 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And that's plenty of time for Haverhill to try and get up the court and score before this quarter ends. Lining up in a spread formation again. Number 1, Tristan Naylor in motion. Looking downfield. And that was caught by number 8, Sean Jobert. Looks like he was fighting his own teammate for that pass in the middle of the air, but ended up coming down with it. That'll bring them right up to the, looks like, where are they at? Looks like they're lining them up right at the 10-yard line. Yeah, no, it'll be 1st and goal here for Haverhill on the 8-yard line. Fumbled it again on the line is Haverhill, but able to recover it immediately. Tristan Naylor on the fumble there, which is very odd. He's been such a good carrier all night. Clock's still running here. The Haverhill defense, or the Haverhill offense, is staying in this huddle. Trying to draw out a play. Another swing run, sniffed out this time by Lexington. Able to be wrapped up for a loss of yards. It'll now bring up 3rd and 9 here for Haverhill.
Yeah, Haverhill brought back their old formation on that play with nobody out wide and a bunch of guys lined up to block. And they thought it would work, and I don't blame them for at least thinking that, but Lexington sniffed it out on that play.
And I think Lexington might just be showing that they're ready for whatever Haverhill is trying to show, that they're ready for whatever Haverhill has to bring out for them. Let's see if they can stop them and hold them to 3 here. It'll be a big ask. Another rush stopped by Lexington. That'll bring up 4th down. We'll see if Haverhill is going to go for the kick here, or if they're going to try and score, force their way into the end zone. 4th and 5.
You know, I don't think it would be a bad idea to kick it here. I think you have a considerable distance to go to get the touchdown, and if you do kick the field goal, it's a 1-possession game.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it would be much smarter to just kick the field goal and take guaranteed points on the board. We'll see what Haverhill decides to do. It looks like they're going for it. That is going to be a delay of game. That is a delay of game penalty against Haverhill, not paying attention to the play clock.
5-yard penalty.
That's a killer. That changes everything.
That takes them out of range for trying to go for that touchdown, I would assume. Now kind of forcing them to go for this field goal here.
I mean, you never know. We saw them go for it earlier on 4th and 25, and obviously it didn't go very well for them, but it doesn't look like anybody has left the field on their offense.
Maybe they don't have that person that they're confident as a kicker?
Yeah, maybe, because this isn't a super far field goal from here. This is about 27 or 28 yards.
All right, and they're lining up again, trying to go for it. We'll see how it works out for them. Looking deep, looking into the end zone. Broken up by Lexington. Takeover on down there for Lexington.
Well, that was Ashton Young in coverage, and a bunch of the Haverhill guys are asking for a flag, but they're not going to get it. And it looked like there was some contact, but I think it was on both sides. I like the no call.
I agree, and it clearly looked like Ashton was making a play for the ball. I think that was a good no call there by the refs. So Lexington will take over the ball game at their own 10-yard line. Hopefully they don't end up making the same kind of safety mistake that they did last time. They may end up just running this clock out after this play. 30 seconds remaining here in this quarter. Ahmad Hanbury able to find a wing outside. And it looks like they will just be letting this clock run out here in the third quarter. As we reach the end, we will be switching sides and meeting us right back here. The current score is the Lexington Minutemen are up 20, and the Haverhill Hillies are at 9. We will be right back.
That is the end of the third quarter. The score is Lexington 20, Haverhill 9.
Folks, and we are back here at Dr. Harold Crumb Memorial Field for the fourth quarter here in Lexington. Ahmad Hanbury running it out of the backfield.
Hanbury is the ball carrier. Tackle by number 32, Jacob Fisher.
Bringing up 3rd and 5 here for Lexington.
1 yard gain. Third down.
Mendez Stevens with 2 men lined up in the backfield, 2 on either side. Ahmad Hanbury with the ball carry, getting wrapped up in the backfield.
Once again, Hanbury.
That is a loss of yards, going to bring up 4th and 7 here for Lexington.
It'll be 4th down, Lexington.
And it looks like the kicking team will take the field. Not what you wanted to see out of the Lexington offense after the Haverhill offense just looked like they were ready to score. But if it weren't for Lexington's defense making some big defensive plays.
Mark Gainey into punt.
Mark Gainey going to be taking the kick here. Good boot. High kick. Oh, my Lord. That was a tough takedown there. Looked like, yeah, Mark Gainey from kicking to taking the runner back down. That was Tristan Naylor. It looked like he RKO'd him.
Yeah, that was a pretty rough tackle. I'm pretty impressed he did that without committing a penalty. Because that, I mean, it was rough. It looks like that could have been a horse collar, but it wasn't.
Up here at the booth, at least.
Yeah.
Looks like Gainey may have knocked the wind out of himself.
Tristan Naylor, the ball carrier.
Tristan Naylor again, keeping the ball for a gain of about a yard. Clock running here for Haverhill. Got to keep an eye on that now. Only 10 minutes remaining left in this game. It's 20-9. You need 2 scores here. You got to keep in mind that you have to not only go in once, but keep enough time left on this clock to potentially go in again after a stop. Tristan Naylor again. Play was whistled dead, unfortunately, as Joseph Sell was going for that strip there on the way down.
Tackle by number 13, Ashton Young.
Ashton Young making the tackle.
Third down, Haverhill.
Bringing up 3rd and 9 for Haverhill now. Again, this Lexington defense really just showing up today. Really just kind of keeping this team alive at the moment. Lexington offense has not done much, if not anything at all, this second half. But this defense has been stellar.
Yeah, they really have kept them in the game.
Looking deep downfield. Almost picked off.
Okay, so now it's 4th down, and we know Haverhill likes to go for it. I think they're going to do it here because a field goal at this distance seems a little unrealistic for a high schooler to make.
And they didn't go for a field goal previously when they were even closer to the end zone. So I think they're absolutely going to go for it, but they don't get it. This will be decent enough field positioning for Lexington. 8 minutes, 48 seconds remaining here. 4th and 8. That's a lot of 4s and a lot of 8s.
This is really one of the biggest plays of the game right here. If Haverhill doesn't get this, they're giving the ball back to Lexington with a running clock and a double-digit lead. So Haverhill absolutely needs to get this if they want to have a chance in this game.
Haverhill still has all of their timeouts this half, I believe, but it might not be enough. That was a very low throw by the quarterback there, and the pass is going to be incomplete. So Lexington's offense will retake the field over turnover on downs. That is the 2nd turnover on downs this quarter.
Yeah, I know we were just talking about it, but this has really been an unbelievable showing from Lexington's defense. To be forced into 3 situations where the offense has a short field and to not give up any points in either of those situations.
It's really impressive.
Yeah, it's insanely hard to do.
I can't agree more. That is an incredible showing by the Lexington defense here. They've really been trying to show up for this last game of the season. They absolutely have been, keeping the Haverhill team almost scoreless. Good run there by Ahmad Hanbury. Or excuse me, that was Mendez Stevens keeping the ball.
Now Lexington, they should do something that they're very good at, which is taking a lot of time off the clock. Even when it's not late in the game, they like to run a slow-paced offense, and that's exactly what they got to do here because there's about 8 minutes left, and the clock is going to roll, and even though Haverhill has all 3 timeouts, Lexington is going to take off a lot of time if they do this right.
They're also going to force Haverhill to use those timeouts, which is the big part. The sooner they can force Haverhill to start pausing this clock and really trying to take a look at it and wasting their resources like that, it's going to be a swing in momentum there for Lexington. Wrapped up in the backfield is Ahmad Hanbury.
Hanbury's ball carrier, tackled by.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Lexington offense.
3rd down.
Nelson Stephen rejoining the huddle now. And now they line up. Only 2 men lining up on the outside for Lexington. 1 man in the backfield. Here comes the snap. Ahmad faked the run, but Nelson Stevens tried to keep it there and did not get it. So this will be 4th and 3 left to go for Lexington. Time still running. Curious to know if Lexington's going to go for it here or just kick it away. Looks like they're just going to kick it away.
Yeah, I'd like that call. I think you want to make Haverhill have to go as far as you possibly can because the clock is still running. We're down to 6.5 minutes, and they still need 2 scores. And at some point, they're going to have to start calling those timeouts. It probably won't be right now or anytime when Haverhill has the ball, but Lexington will probably get the ball back. That's assuming Haverhill doesn't get any crazy onside kick or anything like that. So Lexington should be in good shape if they don't give up any big plays on defense.
That's the big thing. They can't. They need to remain solid as they have on defense. Good kick coming out of here from Lexington, and a favorable bounce as well. Probably going to mark them down around the 28-yard line. Lexington or Haverhill, excuse me.
The ball will be at their own 27-yard line.
With 5 minutes and 53 seconds remaining here in this ball game, we shall see what Haverhill can do. I wouldn't be shocked to see if they try to get up the field as quickly as possible this drive, save their timeouts for when Lexington gets the ball back.
This is our final home game. We'd like to extend a sincere thanks to the Department of Public Works for all the work they perform throughout the season. They prepare the field during the game week, and the first one's here before every game, and the last one's to leave at the end of the game.
And here we are, Haverhill's offense lining up again. Quick pass to Tristan Naylor again. Enough for the first down, staying on his feet, trying to get more. Dragged down by Reese Scarborough.
Once again, we want to extend our sincere thanks to the Lexington Department of Public Works. After the game, they tear down the field, they clean up the stadium and the bleachers. To make sure, we ask you to assist helping them today by disposing your trash in the receptacles. But once again, let's hear it for the Lexington DPW.
Here's first down for the Haverhill Hillies. Again, finding an option. Tristan Naylor has just been their main go-to this entire day.
Yeah, I think pretty soon Haverhill's going to have to abandon these little swing passes because we're down to 5 minutes now. They got to take a shot at some point. You're not going to get points quickly if you just keep doing these little passes that usually don't end up in your guy getting out of bounds.
Exactly. And now a quick running play that does not help the clock situation either. Tristan Naylor again with the run. Lining up in a spread formation here is Haverhill. Third down, clock still ticking. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here. Got to keep an eye on the play clock again. Time is still running. Looking downfield now is Haverhill. Pressure on the quarterback, trying to run with it. Able to find some space. Fumble. Out of bounds.
Picks up the first down on the quarterback keeper. The ball rolls out of bounds.
Now, if I were Lexington here, I would say if I was Lexington's defensive coach here, I would say something to the team like, hey, they're dropping the ball a lot. Go for a strip. Try to punch it out. They don't seem to be having the same level of ball security as they need to have.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few fumbles this game from Haverhill's offense, even though not all of them were recovered by Lexington. It should definitely be something that they should keep an eye on.
Absolutely. It's something that the defense should be ready to capitalize for, especially if they can see an opportunity to punch that ball out. Fresh set of downs here for Haverhill on their 40-yard line of Lexington. Quick pass over to Tristan Naylor again, running into his own teammate. Being brought down 5 yards past his line of scrimmage. Bringing up 2nd and 5.
Tristan Naylor on the reception. Tackle by number 34 on Lexington.
Again, Haverhill spreading out for this formation. Looking downfield as their quarterback. Able to find someone over the top. Again, Haverhill not able to find out of bounds on any of these plays. Clock is still going to be running. I think they just had to use one of their timeouts. Oh no, the clock is still running. It's 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Still have 3 timeouts here as Haverhill. I'm Surprised they're not trying to rush this offense a little bit more. Quarterback with the keep. Has blocking in front of him. Gets brought down. Again, letting this clock run. Just, I would be trying to make a play to get out of bounds if I were Haverhill.
Yeah, they got to change something up. At some point, they're going to need to take a shot to the end zone. And even if they're not going to do that, they got to do some better. They got to do more plays that can let their guys get out of bounds, because this is a lot of time that they're letting run off the clock.
They started this drive with 5 minutes and 53 seconds left on the clock, and that was almost just fumbled into the hands of number 15, Alex Esposito. That was close. And that did put a stop on the clock.
Now, it looks like their quarterback is a little shaken up. No, that's not their quarterback.
That's
one
their
of
center.
That's their center.
Yeah, I believe that was their center. He's going to be coming off the court now. Two minutes, 49 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Haverhill's backup center is now going to be coming into the game. Third and 6 here for Haverhill. Just over the top of number 6, Jaquan Pagero.
Okay.
Quarterback got hit late there. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag off that.
This play right here could potentially be the game. It's 4th down. Lexington is up by 2 scores. This Haverhill offense, they really cannot afford to come up empty in this possession, because they've already taken so much time off the clock. They do have 3 timeouts. They do have the 2-minute warning, but if Lexington gets 1 first down, then Haverhill is in deep, deep trouble.
Yeah, this drive in itself has taken 3 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock. Way more time than I think Haverhill could have used or should have used. Quarterback looking down the field. Picked off by Lexington. That is going to be the end of the game, and especially if he goes all the way, which he will. An amazing effort, a second pick 6 of the game, this time by Mario Capone Jr.
Flag is down.
Flag down on the play. We will see if that is going to be dragged back, which it might. That may have been a block in the back on Lexington. Yes, it's going to be coming back. That will not be a pick 6. It'll be a block in the back by Lexington. Still an interception, but still, that may just signal the end of the game for Haverhill. Still going to count as an interception. The touchdown will not be counted, but the interception will. And Lexington's offense will retake the field with 2 minutes, 29 seconds remaining. All they would need is a first down, and this game's over.
Yeah, I think Lexington, their offense has 2 rules right now. No fumbling, stay in bounds.
Yep.
If you do that, this game is over.
Yeah, that is probably exactly word for word what the coach was just telling them in that huddle on the sideline. Just make sure you hold on to the ball and do not go down outside of bounds. Maud Hanberry with the ball carry.
Hanberry the ball carrier for the Minutemen.
Crosses the line for a gain of about 6, and that'll be a timeout coming in from Haverhill. Using their first. So if Haverhill is smart about their timeouts, Lexington would probably need at least 2 first downs. Haverhill's defense is retaking the field now. It's now going to be 2nd and 4 for Lexington as their offense retakes the field after that Haverhill timeout. Haverhill has 2 timeouts remaining with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in this last quarter of the game. Joseph Suh, the ball carrier there, taken down in the backfield for a loss of yards. Another timeout for Haverhill. That'll be their 2nd timeout used with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Now, if you're Haverhill, you probably don't want to use another timeout unless you absolutely have to here. It's 3rd and 7 now for Lexington. You have the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I think if you're Lexington's offense, you could consider throwing the ball here, but I think it would be much safer if you kept it on the ground. Even if you didn't get it, you would either be forcing Haverhill to use their final timeout or taking it down to the 2-minute warning.
There will not be a 2-minute warning, I was just informed.
Oh,
so
really?
it is just down to Haverhill's timeouts. That puts even more pressure on Haverhill now, actually, and with that knowledge. Just had a ref step over into the booth and let us know that there will not be a 2-minute warning. The clock keeper let us know. Another run coming out of number 26, Joseph Suh, and he finds some space for a 1st down. He gets taken out of bounds, but that's not going to matter too much, I don't think. That's a free 1st down there for Lexington with only 1 timeout remaining for Haverhill. Only 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here left on the clock. Lexington might honestly be able to just run this clock down.
Yeah, they might.
It really just depends on when Haverhill decides to use this last time out of theirs.
Yeah, I mean, it's already looking really good for Lexington. If they could get another 1st down here, that would officially put an end to this game.
Absolutely. And a 1st down would be the final nail in the coffin. Another run coming out of here, out of Ahmad Hanbury. Able to stay on his feet. We've said it all year, but Ahmad Hanbury's ability to run after contact is just unparalleled right now. It's insane the way he's able to keep his legs churning, even if he only has 1 leg left to churn.
Yeah, he's had really an unbelievable season, and today was a great way it was a great send-off for him today, playing for the last time in front of his home crowd. 1 touchdown on the offensive side of things and another on the defensive side.
Yeah, just an all-around great showing out of Ahmad Hanbury today. And here is the snap. Another run from Ahmad Hanbury. Going to be taken down in the backfield. That is 3rd and 8 with 1 minute and 7 remaining here, or 1 minute and 4. Haverhill is still not taking their timeout. And there it is.
Looks like they have an injured player.
Oh, that's probably why.
Official timeout on the field.
Never want to see that.
Yeah, especially at this point in the game where it's not really going to matter.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And he's up and walking off the side of the field, thankfully, so he's all right. And as soon as he is off the field, that clock is back running. There's 54 seconds remaining now for Lexington.
Well, Haverhill might be choosing to not call their final timeout and just let this game end, and if that's the case, this could be the last play right here.
I believe that may be the case. If I were Haverhill, I don't think that there's much of a chance. I think the window of opportunity to get back into this game closed at the beginning of this quarter. Once you didn't make it in those 2 stops. Huge run out of Joseph Suh here, and that is another 1st down. That is going to bring up the end of the game. They'll absolutely be able to just run the clock out from here. Only 26 seconds remaining here in the half.
Oh, this was a very nice way to end your final home game of the season for Lexington.
Absolutely. I got to say, this has been a good final showing. Great senior day game for Lexington as they take victory formation out on the field and take a knee. What a wonderful way to end the season for Lexington. What a huge win for their seniors and a great way to end off the season. Final score today will be Lexington Minutemen 20, Haverhill Hillies 9. Austin, thank you for joining me in the booth this season. I appreciate it. We had a great couple of games to commentate, and it was a great time.
Yeah, we did. Thanks for allowing me to do this.
Absolutely, and we hope to have you back again next season.
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Everybody, thank you again for joining us at Lexington High Field, Dr. Harold Crumb Memorial Field. This will be us signing off.